Let us read Joshua chapter 6, verse 1 to 21. It reads as follows. Now Jericho was straightly shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out and none came in. And the Lord said unto Joshua, See, I have given into your hand Jericho, and the king thereof, and the mighty men of valor. And you shall compass the city, all your men of war, and go around about the city once. That shall thou do 6 days, and 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets of ram's horns, and the 7th day you shall compass the city 7 times, and the priest shall blow the trumpets. And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when you hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall ascend up every man straight before him. And Joshua the son of Nun called the priests and said unto them, Take up the ark of the covenant, and let the 7 priests bear the 7 trumpets horns before the ark of the Lord. And he said unto the people, Pass on and compass the city, and let him that is armed pass on before the ark of the Lord. And it came to pass, when Joshua had spoken unto the people, that the 7 priests bearing the 7 ram's horns passed on before the Lord, and blew the trumpets, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord followed them. And the armed men went before the priests that blow with the trumpet, and the reward came after the ark, the priests going on and blowing with the trumpets. And Joshua had commanded the people, saying, You shall not shout nor make any noise with your voice, neither shall any word proceed out of your mouth until the day I bid you shout. Then shall you shout. So the ark of the Lord compassed the city, going about it once, and they came into the camp and lodged in the camp. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Lord, and 7 priests bearing 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark of the Lord went on continually and blew with the trumpets, and the armed men went before them. But the reward came after the ark of the Lord, the priests going on and blowing the trumpets. And the 2nd day they compassed the city once and returned into the camp. So they did 6 days. And it came to pass on the 7th day that they rose early about dawn of the day, and compassed the city after the same manner 7 times. And only on the day they compassed the city 7 times. And it came to pass at the 7th time, when the priest blew with the trumpets, Joshua said unto the people, Shout, for the Lord has given you the city, and the city shall be accursed, even it and all that are therein, to the Lord. Only Rahab and the harlot shall live, she and all that are with her in the house, because she hid the messengers that we sent. And you in any wise keep yourself from the accursed thing, lest you make yourself accursed. When you take of the accursed thing and make the camp of Israel cursed and trouble it. But all the silver, gold, and vessels of brass and iron are consecrated unto the Lord, and they shall come into the treasure of the Lord. So the people shouted when the priest blew the trumpet, and it came to pass when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat. So the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city, and they utterly destroyed all that was in the city, both men and women, young and old, ox and sheep, and as with the edge of the sword. This is to remind us that in all things that we do in this world, all a man is required to do, all a man can do is 10%. 90% is done by God. If you trust in the Lord enough to do that 10%, you can be sure that God will do the 90%. When you fail, it's not because God has forsaken you. It's not because God is not helping you. It's because you did not make that effort yourself. Every man has to make an effort. You have to make only 10%. That's all that is required of men. If you make 6%, you will succeed a little. If you make 3%, your success will be less. If you make 1%, then it will be worse still. But if you make 9%, you are above average. If you make 8%, you are above average. If you make 7%, you are average. But if you make 10%, you are 100%, because God will be giving you 90%. God always gives us 90%. All a man is required to do is to give only 10%. When you are successful, it's because you gave your 10% and God added 10%. It's like a farmer. A farmer can boost, that is very good, but all you have done is to put 10%, and the 90% God gives. All you can do is to plow. All the farmers can do is to plow and plant and water his seed. But for it to germinate, that is God's job. No man can make a seed germinate. For it to grow is the miracle of God. For it to have flowers, to have leaves is the miracle of God. For it to shed, to germinate, to generate some leaves after I shed them is the miracle of God. For it to have flowers is the miracle of God. No man can make any tree have flower. For it to bear fruits is the miracle of God. For the fruits to be ripe, and for a tree to remember every year that it has to bear fruit again and again is the miracle of God. That is the 90% that God gave, but He gave only to those who make the 10%, which is to plow and plant and water the seed. Therefore, it is crucial to know that if we don't make that 10%, you cannot reap from that 90% that God is giving you. All that we can do in this world is to give the 10% and have trust in the Lord that He will give us 90%. Therefore, if you are anti-corruption, if you hate corruption, if you hate slavery, if you hate employment system, if you hate nepotism, all that is required of you as an individual is to put 10%. God requires only 10% of you. You only have to blow the trumpet. God will push down the walls. You only have to plow and plant and water the seed. God will germinate it and will grow it until it bears fruit. All you need to do is to blow the trumpet. All you need is to strike. If all people of every country can unite and be one and strike, God will push away all the corrupt government. He will put away all the government of nepotism. God will push away all the government of employment system. God will push away slavery. Therefore, it is crucial to know that all we need, that is required of us 10%. God will do the 90%. All we need to do is to blow the trumpet. God will push down the wall. All we need to do is to strike. God will push down corrupt government. He will put down the oppressive government. All we need to do is to plow and to plant and to water the seed, and God will germinate the seed, and until it bears fruit. All people of the world, all workers of the world, we need to unite and embark on strike actions. Fear not the soldiers, because soldiers are your children, soldiers are your parents, soldiers are your brothers and sisters, soldiers are your grandchildren. Fear not. The government must be afraid of the corrupt government must be afraid of soldiers. Corrupt government must be afraid of soldiers, because no government gives birth to soldiers, no government gives birth to police, and no government pays soldiers, no government pays police. The police and soldiers are being paid by the tax, by their mother's tax, by their sister's tax, by their father's tax, by their children's tax. So all we need to do is that we must give that 10%, and God will give us the 90% to fulfill our dreams. People of the world, workers of the world, unite and embark on mass action, embark on strike action. That's all you need to do. All you need to do is to blow the trumpets. All you need to do is to plow, plant, and water the seed, and God will do the rest. 90% God will do. Have trust in the Lord, and stop using God's name in vain just to make money, just to get the offerings at churches. Don't use the Lord's name in vain. If you believe in God, it is called. God is calling on us to strike. God is calling on us to destroy employment system. God is calling on us to destroy slavery. God is calling on us to destroy